All right. Good morning, Freedom Team. Good morning, everybody. It's good to see everybody. Turn on your cameras if you can. It's great to have us all together. So they'll just keep coming in. Here they come. They just keep coming. Guys, it's the first Tuesday of March. Good Lord, it's going fast. We're going to be, the first quarter of the year is going to be
hmm
coming to an end here pretty quick. So things are moving. Hopefully, your business is starting to move. Hopefully, things are taking off. One way to help that, again, I fought it for a while, Nick. I just did at the beginning when it all came out, all the AI stuff. It's like, oh, geez, more stuff to learn, whatever. But technology, you keep up. You got to keep up to some degree. And Nick is the master. We bring him in the first Tuesday of every month. He's agreed to do that for us, which we totally appreciate. He does not have to be here. He benefits in no way at all from this. Although a lot of us, I think, have gone through his program, which you can look into that if you want to. Great program for AI. Nick is CEO, co-founder of the CREM Institute of Artificial Intelligence. It's the only certification out there right now for real estate agents for AI. And over 1,100 agents have gone through his program, and it truly is phenomenal. The thing with this is it can just become a great assistant for you. It can become a great time saver for you. You could knock 10 hours out of your week if you really just learn how to handle all the AI stuff that's out there. And it just keeps coming at such a pace, which is great having you on, Nick, every time. It's just new stuff because
Yeah.
it's evolving so quickly. I know you're seeing all kinds of stuff. We were talking before we got on here, some of the stuff that he's doing. Anyway, so we're going to talk about Instagram today with
Yeah.
AI. So very excited to hear from you, man. Thank you for coming on, as always. Totally appreciate it, man.
Absolutely. And man, there's so much to uncover about what you talked about. First of all, guys, I just want to say I'm excited to be here. I always love being with the Freedom Team and talking to everybody here on this call. Great respect for Jeff, Kathy, Sean, Tim, and Eric, the entire leaders of the Freedom Team. Just love what you guys are building here. And when it comes to artificial intelligence, it's one of those topics. It's one of those things. It's a hot topic, right? Everybody in the world's talking about it. Look, the US thankfully is making some changes to really make sure that we're leading the AI revolution, because I'll tell you what, family, the leader of the AI revolution is going to be the leader of the new world. That's just the way it is. If you guys see what's happening right now, it's an AI race. The biggest countries and the biggest companies in the world are racing to get ahead of this thing, right? For good reason. Because something that, we talk about too is like, this is exponential technology. At one point, Elon Musk got like 200 of the smartest AI experts in the room with one goal. And he said, where's this going to be in a year? So they worked, and they came back to him. And you know what they told him? We have no idea. They have no idea. Why? Because this technology is unlike anything we've ever seen before. AI is now teaching AI how to expand. Because before, our technology was linear, right? Like, we go to this point in technology. Then, the human brain operates linearly. So the next step would be obviously this. Then the next step would be this. And then the next step would be this. AI doesn't work that way. They now even have AI robots building AI robots. I don't know how that's going to turn out, but they're doing it, right? So this technology is unlike anything we've ever experienced. And when we say exponential technology, that's because, one, we don't know where AI is going to build itself next, and it's just expanding so much faster than any human brain can comprehend. But I also like to look at it for myself with exponential as well, because instead of taking, let's say, 10 days to work on this project, I can get it done in about an hour. So now my time is exponentially increased on things that I can accomplish. And then guess what, family? If somebody else takes 10 days to work on it, and then they do it again in 5 days, and then 5 days and 5 days, and I'm getting that done in hours, how will that person who's not using it ever beat me? They won't. This is the time to really start getting ahead with this technology, because right now you have the opportunity to work so much smarter and do so much more than people who aren't using it. It is just literally a fact. Somebody who is not using AI cannot beat and cannot put in more work than somebody who is using it. Would you guys agree with that? So here's the reality. I just want everybody here to understand the position that you are in. There's literally not a future that exists in which you don't have to learn how to use AI. It doesn't exist, right? We even had somebody on our last call. So we have a private group, right, of agents. And this one guy said, well, he's like, I've had this rash on my arm and like up and down my arm and up here for he's like 6 years. I've been going to doctors. No one's been able to really diagnose it. I've been trying all these different things. He's like, I just pretty much given up to live with it. And then ChatGPT came out. He literally took a picture of it and asked ChatGPT, like, hey, what is this? Here are my symptoms. Here's this, this, and this. And they diagnosed it. He took it to the doctor and he's like, son of a bitch. That's it. Gave him the right thing, got it off him in a couple weeks. Done. That was somebody that I know personally in one of our groups. And now I'm in some other groups too, where they're uploading their x-rays, they're uploading their MRIs and things into it. When the doctors diagnose it one way, they upload it into it, get a second opinion on ChatGPT, bring it back. And people are like, yes, that's exactly what it is. So like our ability to communicate with this technology will determine your success in the future. Now, I'm not saying anybody here has to learn how to build it, right? Because how many people here know how to build an iPhone? I mean, I'll be impressed if anybody raises their hands, right? None of us do, but we sure as hell know how to use it, right? Like we all know how to make calls. We all know how to do videos. We all know how to go in here, make texts and all these different things. Maybe some of us better than others. But our ability to communicate with artificial intelligence will determine how successful you will be moving forward. Right? So what I'm going to get into here. Oh, can I share my screen here? I think I just sent that request. Keep this part mercifully brief. Yes, guys, this is AI for real estate agents. We like to come on here every first Tuesday of every month and teach you guys just a little bit more about how to use AI for your real estate business. Obvious reason you guys are all here. You've been hearing a lot about this AI thing, but you don't fully understand it. You want to still continue how to learn how to do this for your real estate business. This is the reality. Literally, a lot of people aren't telling you this. There's no future in real estate without learning how to use this technology. It just simply doesn't exist, right? Who we are, the CREM Institute of Artificial Intelligence. My brother and I, we started the CREM AI. We've been featured in Forbes, Fox, Google News, you name it, for the work we are specifically doing in the real estate industry. Yes, it is myself and my real brother. You could say we've known each other a long time. Haha, Jeff knew that joke was coming. I say it every time. But we started our business 6 years ago. It's been a wild ride ever since. We made the transition into an AI-powered business. And that's exactly what we're helping other real estate agents and people do. Make the transition to an AI-powered business. So here's what we learned, guys. ChatGPT, this is your lifelong employee. Start treating it like an employee. And I promise you, all of this will start changing for you. Start treating it like an employee. It can read, it can think, it can remember, it can be trained, it can see. You can literally open up the app and turn on the camera and it will start telling you what things are. If you have something that's broken in your house, I kid you not, guys. If you have something that's broken in your house, you can open up ChatGPT and open up the camera and then say, hey, what is this? How do I fix it? What parts do I need? And it will walk you through the entire process. It's pretty freaking cool. And they're even working on ways right now through neurotransmitters for AI to be able to smell. How crazy is that? Like, family, this is the birth of a new species on our planet that we are witnessing and being a part of. Start treating this like an employee. And I promise you, this will all start changing. 2, it's a lifelong skill. You have to learn this, guys. There's no escaping it. I always like using the analogy. I think it's an analogy of, the buffalo when a storm's coming. Most animals, like when that snowstorm is coming, a lot of animals either run away from the storm and they end up getting caught in it longer. Some animals just bunker down and just hope for it to end. You know what the buffalo do? They run right into the storm because they know the quickest way through that thing is right at it. That's what we have here. The AI storm is coming, guys. What will you choose to do? Because I'm talking about your future. I'm talking about your success in this new world that is being created. And your decisions you make now will determine that. So what are you going to decide to do? Look, this is why I'm so excited about this time that we live in. Because I'm looking at this like, man, this is the birth of a new species on this planet, the greatest technological advancement in human history, and I'm alive and in a position to take advantage of it. wow, how lucky am I? Right? This is going to be one of the greatest wealth transfers in history. Trillions of dollars exchanging hands. And I'm alive for it. So take this seriously because it is. AI tools are only as good as you train them. Yes, you do have to train them to do certain things, go deep, not wide. It's about business efficiency and growth. All right. Because I do have some things to cover with you guys. So, and I know we have a little bit limited time. So today I'm going to show you guys, it's a real simple tool, but I'm sure you guys have seen this. Have you guys seen this like on Instagram or TikTok where people are like, hey, comment this below and I'll send this over to you? Have you guys seen that? They say like comment buyer below and I'll send you the 5 buyer tips for your business. And also people comment buyer and within seconds you get stuff to your inbox. For anything like me, I'm like, how the hell do you do that? Like, I want to learn how to do that too. So what I'm going to do is show you guys how to do that today. How you guys can set this up. So your Instagram, I believe TikTok is another one, are the ones where you can set this up. So when people comment something, you can start turning your Instagram into some leads. And now when people comment on your post, you can send them over something. And I also want to just simplify this for you guys too, because you don't have to be doing a song and a dance to get people to do this. Can you do that? Yeah. I see Sherry. Sherry looks like a dancer. She can dance on this call. Yeah. But if you're not like Sherry on this call, then I'm going to show you another simple way that you guys can do this for your business too. That sound good to you guys? Let's go ahead and get started. And like I said, my goal is to make this as simple as possible. And let's just see how I do with that, right? Oh, of course, getting started. Wrong screen. Here we go. So I'm just going to show you guys like an example. This is an example where it's this guy saying steal my topaz settings, right? I'm going to share my sound.
Boom, 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 bop, bam. Bing, bop, boom, 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 bop, bam. Losses to the neck, but now I'm trophied up. I'm saying like bing, bop, boom, boom, boom.
Couple things. Notice it's a simple video, not even them on it. Text on the screen, trending audio, and he says comment C2. And then you see people comment C2, and you can send them over some things. I'm going to show you guys how to create something simple like this, right? See, 2,500 people like it, and it's literally just trending audio, B-roll, and text on screen. So we're just going to follow that simple formula. Trending audio, B-roll, and text on screen. And comment below. That makes sense? So, a couple things that we're going to do. One, I'm going to give you guys, I put together this drive. So, don't tell anybody. I downloaded all these from a place you have to pay for it. And I'm going to give it to you for free. All right. So, I downloaded all these. So, there's just a bunch of faceless reels that you can use. Granted, if you want to shoot your own, more power to you. All you would literally have to do is walk around a listing and shoot some B-roll, take a B-roll of you. There's like options for that too. Or if you want to just use the ones that we have here, you can see we have options for just different B-rolls. Whatever you want it to be here, right? Summer of homes. Can literally be this simple, right? So step one, you get your B-roll, right? You can select one of these videos. Step two, you can use this chat, this prompt. So next, it's like, all right, now that you have your B-roll, you have to decide, what text am I going to put on there? So you can go to ChatGPT and just simply use this prompt. Give me engaging text overlays for faceless real estate videos that provide valuable tips on buying, selling, or investing in real estate. The text should be short, eye-catching, and designed for high engagement on social media. Hit enter. Let's see what it comes up with. Stop. Before you buy a home, do this. 3 secrets. Selling tips. Selling for top dollar. 3 tricks you need. So it'll go through, and you can literally just use any of these engagement hooks. You can go through, boost your own value with this upgrade, right? So it goes through and it kind of gives you these different topics that you can use. Let's see. 3 secrets every home buyer must know. So here's what you can do with this, right? 3 secrets every home buyer must know. Let's use this one. All right, guys. So we can use this one. 3 secrets every home buyer must know. And then let's download one of these. So here's like how you would do this. So I'm going to try this. I've never done this part before, like on my screen share. So I'm going to try it with you guys. Don't crucify me. So what it is I'm going to share my, let's see, resume. This is me sharing literally my phone through my computer, right? So you guys are going to literally watch me on my phone. Here we go. Can you guys, yeah, we can all see this, right? So I'm going to go over to Instagram, right? Yeah, I got a bat signal in my house now. Yeah, I had some fun. So check this out, guys. On Instagram, what you would do is just quite simply this. You do a new reel, right? Then here's my B-roll. I took it from that thing I just had. So now we have B-roll. I'm going to come back to here. So 3 secrets every home buyer must know. And then here's all I'm going to do. Click next. And then you have your text up here. Oh. Then let's see. Comment secrets below to get the full list. You can do something like this. Comment secrets below to get the full list. Stop sharing my sound for a second. So now we have our text on the screen. And then you have the option to move it around. I want to count. Well, let's see. Trying to do this on here instead of here. Then you have the options to have typewriter. So then it'll type it out for you. You can do pop. Do jump. I like typewriter. So now, there we go. So now that's how it'll pop up. And then you go over here to audios, right? For you, I like trending because normally you can select trending. Connection was interrupted. Let me try it again. So now, look at that. I got trending audio. Can you guys hear it? Oh, there we go.
How did you do the trending audio, Nick? Can you do that one more time with the music?
And then they give you options. You see more.
Okay, those are ones that are trending.
Normally on my phone, it gives me the option to click trending. I cannot computer. So you have featured.
I mean, I can see where like that first one's on 2.2 million reels. It seems like it's doing something, but
so. Oh, it's playing through here. So this is where it's playing through my headphones on my phone, not the computer.
Right. Right.
Yeah, so this is where it's like this, right, guys? So you select this. Oh, it's like this kind of reel. Very simple. Secrets every home buyer must know. And then you come over here. So it gives you these options. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop my share. So now I got to come up with 3 secrets every home buyer must know, right? Guess where do you guys think I'm going to go to create this? Can anybody make a guess? I see Michael saying it, but he was muted.
ChatGPT.
Ooh, Samantha Burnett went daily double. Answer daily double. There we go. Yes, ChatGPT, guys. All right. I try to keep things simple. Now I say, now write me an Instagram description for this topic. Have them comment secrets for the full list. Well, can you give me 3 secrets with that post? See, my employee didn't give me the right thing. So can you give me 3 secrets? Well, 3. All of a sudden, there we go. So now we have Oh, I got to share my phone again. So then you just come here and do this. Look at that. And now you have one of those reels that you see people have. Bonham, don't miss these secrets. You can preview it again with the audio from my headphones. Just something along those lines, right? So now you have that reel, trending audio. And it goes through. You have your hashtags. Want the full list. Now you guys might be saying, all right, now this is good. You have your, look, and here's the reality, family. You can literally sit down and in a day go through this. I gave you guys this. There's many faceless reel videos really that you want to create. You can take literally just videos from your phone to do this too if you want to make it community based. Use this prompt I gave you and it will write your whatever you want to put on the text. Now you're like, all right, now what happens? So they comment buyer or they comment buyer or list. How do I get it to work? So you guys use a place called ManyChat. This place is called manychat.com. www.manychat.com. Right? 3 in the description. Then what do you send them to? Great question, Kimberly. I'm going to get to that here. So you go to a place called ManyChat. To me, this is a very simple tool to use, and I'm going to keep this as simple as possible too. So what I do is I go to automations. Go to automations. And just do new automation. It's always this first one. Auto DM links from comments. So what that means is it will automatically DM you a link if they comment something. There's a couple simple ways to do this. You can make it for a specific post or reel. You can make it any post, which means anytime somebody comments this is the way I do it. Anytime somebody comments this word, they get this link. Why do I like that? Because I can have someone comment buyer on this post or the next 10 posts and get that same buyer list. But I can just keep mixing it up and I don't have to keep coming back here to create an automation. So I say any post or reel, a specific word, buyer. So if they say the word buyer in my comments, then I turn off opening. So on any post or reel, if they say the word buyer, then they get this message and they show you what it looks like over here. Here is the full list of buyer secrets. Here's a full list of buyer secrets. Just out of curiosity, are you in the market? Something along those lines. But you can say, hey, here's a full list of buyer secrets. And here's literally where you can add a link to anything. And I just want to say a couple things here before I show you different ways you can create your own little magnets. And I keep it as simple as possible. What changed my mind in all of this is when I had, if you guys know Frank Kern is one of like the godfathers of like marketing online. And I saw him use something like this. And you know what he sent me? A Google Doc with the list and everything on it. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I was expecting like this whole beautiful landing page and all these things. He sent me a Google Doc with the list that I asked for. And you know what I realized in that moment? I'm making shit too difficult. Right? Like, it doesn't have to be this extravagant landing page with all of these things on it. Like, all you're doing is giving them something of value. So here is just, in theory, something simple you can do. You can literally go to ChatGPT and say, now can you make me a list of 50 buyer secrets every buyer should know? And it will literally go through for you guys and create you a list of 50 buyer secrets every buyer should know. So I'm going to show you guys a very simple way to do it. And then I'm going to show you guys another, I think, simple way to do it. But if you want to make it look a little prettier, this will be a little prettier for you. Right? But I'm going to just stop it at 10, just because I think you guys get the point, right? If you guys really want the full list of 50, just go ask your ChatGPT, right? But here's all you would have to do. 10 buyer secrets. Come over to your right account. I think ManyChat is like $10 a month or maybe $20 a month. There you go. 50 home buyer secrets you must know before buying. Go to www.crem.ai, which, by the way, we did just launch our new website. So if you guys want to check that out, www.crem.ai, and then just have this on it. A big thing you'd want to do is just click this share button up top and just make sure it is anyone with this link. So that way anybody can view it. So that's the share up here. Just make it anyone with this link. And watch this, guys. Copy link. Come back to ManyChat. Add link. And then call it home buying list. And then go live. And you're done. And now anybody who comments on this post or any of my future posts just gets sent this DM. And then all of a sudden you have an Instagram funnel. This is an Instagram funnel, right? What's up, Jeff? I saw you on mute.
No, it's awesome. Go ahead. So good.
But this is what you can do if you're doing this for agent attraction. Here, I created a list of 10 things you should do for before prospect. 3 things you should do for prospecting. If you want my full list of 10, full list of 100, you can make full list of 1,000. Dude, ChatGPT can create 1,000. Comment list below. And now in every post, list. And then you can send them this link. And all of a sudden, they're in your DMs. Because then in here, you have context. And it shows you people that you've been chatting with, people who comment on your posts. You can see post reel number 8, 14. And all of a sudden, these people are in here. And then you can use them as your leads. You can do this. Let's see the automations, different platforms. Let's see. Let's see what other platforms they can do it on. Because I know you can do it on multiple platforms. Here, you know what? I'm a
So it's almost like got its own built-in CRM.
Yeah.
Basically,
So,
you can keep track of people. Okay.
I believe, let's see. I believe it's Instagram, Facebook Messenger. There you go. Instagram DM, WhatsApp, Telegram, Shopify, woohoo. I believe they also added TikTok recently because that was something that they just came out with. So I believe it's TikTok or YouTube. Can't remember which one, but they added another one. Or here's just something else. If you guys want to be like, yeah, Nick, I mean, the Google Doc is simple, but like I want something prettier. You can say, I'm real estate buyer in Canva, right? They have all these templates. Let's see. Buyer tips. Make it a guide. Give me a guide. You can have a whole presentation. 5 common mistakes. And then literally you can send them a link to this once you draft it for yourself. Top 5 buyer tips. And all of a sudden you can make it pretty, customize this. If you guys remember our last Canva one, I always like the minimal effective dose. So I just go over to my brand, make it my colors in seconds, change it to my name, and boom, now you got 5 common mistakes. You can DM them after you're done. If you want to make it prettier than a Google Doc. I like the Google Doc because I like the minimal effective dose. Because at the end of the day, I think my clients, as long as they get the value, they don't care how it looks. That's just me. But you can do it any way that you like, right? I've had some of mine where I send them to my YouTube channel. Like, hey, to get the full training on this, comment this. And then I just DM them a link to my YouTube video. But guys, really can't be that simple. You have the prompt that I gave you guys here. I'll give it to you guys again. You have this Google Drive that I put together for you guys. I paid for it and I give it to you for free. So shh, don't tell anybody. Faceless reels, different ones in here. And then you guys use ManyChat's with same thing on ChatGPT. Create these faux lists, these lists of different things that you can do. I want to keep this part simple because, you know,
Great stuff.
This changed my viewpoint on freaking social media forever, and I hope it might change for you guys too. I drastically overthink it. Here's how I realized it. There's this freaking guy who has over 1 million followers, and you know what he does? This is what this guy does. This is when I forever knew I was overthinking it. He looks at the camera, looks right, looks left, looks up. And all he does is have trending audio and then a controversial statement on the top of his head. And he's just in different places every time. He'll be at the beach. And that's it. And I'm like, dude, I'm overthinking this. It's not that hard. It's not that difficult. Faceless reels. You could have videos like this is what I'm going through now. Just literally videos of me opening my computer and then typing something, and I have text on the screen. Comment this to get a list. I was drastically overthinking it. So I hope this helps somebody here today. Just keep it simple. Show you guys how you guys can create things like this, where you guys can literally take a reel, some trending audio, use ChatGPT to create the texts, use it to create your lists. And all of a sudden, you can create 10 of these in a day and then post one every 10 days.
It's really good. Tell people the importance. I mean, it makes a difference. The trending audio is big because, and talk about that just real quick. Why don't just use any song? Like I might like this song better than this one, but the trending audio makes a difference. Can you
It does
explain
make a
that real quick?
difference. Yeah, just because when people are searching things, Instagram, like if you like this audio and you watch it, they're going to show you more videos with that type of audio. So like when it's trending, more people want to see it. So if your video starts popping up and people like your style of content with it, then all of a sudden people will start viewing it. And don't be afraid to use the same audio 5 days in a row. I know creators who go back and just literally repost their hottest reels once a month or once every 2 months. So don't be afraid to use the same trending audio 3, 4, 5 times.
Hey, Nick.
Alex, you got a question? Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, Jeff.
Mhm.
Nick, I have my IG set up so that those stories automatically go to Facebook. Does that still apply when you do something like this?
Yeah, so let's see. Resume. So like if you're posting a reel, I think there's just this option here. So you're saying like so that way the reel can go to Facebook too? I think it's just right here at the bottom. Post to threads. I turned off my Facebook because I got tired of saying no. What more options? I don't know. There should be an option at the bottom. I turned mine off,
Okay.
but at the bottom here, you can post it to different platforms. Just
Yep.
click your
Yep.
Facebook.
That's what's on mine.
Yep. So then, yeah, you can click that, and all of a sudden your reel is on there as well.
Thank you.
Yep. Yeah, no problem.
Good stuff. What other questions, thoughts, ideas? What does it get you thinking? Some of you guys. You want to share anything?
Someone said, "Can you show another example of a face?" What's up, Kimberly?
Oh, hey, I just thank you for this because I was just, as a matter of fact, yesterday, because I'm meeting with the gal who does all my social media.
Yeah.
I follow GoGo Baskey a lot, and she was talking about this exact same thing, being able to have that link in there. So I was just telling her yesterday, I'm like, we need to do something like that, and I need to find all of this information out for buyers and sellers guides. So that, hey, if you're interested in selling, okay, like here's the top tips that you need to get your house ready. And if you want the full guide, message guide down below. So this is great because now I don't have to look through months and months of notebooks.
No, I like it.
I'm like, yes, this is cool because I'm meeting with her today. And yeah, so you got that, or any of your tips. I do a Tuesday tidbits, plus I have a weekly buyers tips, sellers tips that we post every week on Mondays and Tuesdays. Each day has something. So So this is great because then we can say, hey, if you want the rest of the list, you know, type below. So that's really cool. Thanks.
Oh, I'm glad. I'm
That's all.
glad that worked out for you because that's yeah. Just try to keep it simple too, right? How to
Yep.
use Chat GPT, ManyChat, and then Canva if you want to make it a pretty guide. You're good to go.
Yep. She does all that for me because I'm a techno tart. It takes me way too long. So
There you go.
this is awesome.
I mean, it's such a great reminder, I think, to keep it simple. I mean, I think we all do this. I do it. I overthink it, overthink it, overthink it. Next thing you know, like it's a whole day has gone by, and I'm still like stuck in this thing. And it's like, and you made me think like, how many things have I gotten like this where it's a Google Doc. It's just, I mean, there's nothing fancy about it at all, but I got the info that I needed. It doesn't need to look like this big, highly produced, thing, in that sense.
Sometimes I'm grateful because I'm like, oh, this is really simple. This is what I asked for, and this is all that it is. Wow, that's nice. It's not 10 other, hey, click this, one click upsells, all these other things. Here's a Google Doc.
Yeah.
Nick, I think you're genius. This is Tracy Wiggins. Just want to tell you how much I greatly appreciate everything that you dropped. It's going to take me a minute to go back and watch the recording because some of us old folks, it takes us a little minute to catch on. But I'm so grateful. Now, those little reels, the faceless reels, they seem to be only like a second or so. That's not enough time to actually give the 3 tips, right? So that's why you said put in the comments you have to comment to get the 3 tips later, right?
So like anything, you give the tips in the description. So like you don't have to put the tips on the screen. And then like, that goes into more people like all of a sudden people watch the whole video maybe. So then all of a sudden they watch it 100% on the reel, which helps the algorithm. But then they go by and then they read the description. And the longer that they stay on your post and read the description, the more it helps you as well. So yeah, most of those are only a couple seconds.
I see. Okay. Thank you so much. You're amazing. Thank you so much.
But then they'll replay and replay. But I think so much of the time, and I'm guilty of this, like we give so much away all the time versus, and it's fine to do that, add value to people, give value, but don't be afraid to ask for the lead in that sense. I mean, because it's one thing to put all the 3 tips in the comments. It's another thing to put ask for the 3 tips, and now you get the lead. So you can start doing some follow-up and you can market to them and you do different things to try and win them over as a client. Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
Quick question for you.
Mike?
I've taken your AI course. I'm in the group as well. It's fantastic. In regards to ChatGPT, I'm finding I use it a ton, and with that, I'm finding that my memory always gets full. But I'm like, gosh, I don't want to delete that because that's a great thing that I put in there, a memory I want to come back to with all the different things that I'm using it for. Do you have any recommendations of like either pulling that information out that it's given you and putting it somewhere else, or any best practices for that?
Yeah, great question. So like when it comes to the memory, what I'll do like every so often is I'll go into it and I'll copy my entire memory. And then I will ask ChatGPT to summarize this and put it in an outline and then resave that outline to memory. So then it accounts by how many inputs you give it. So if I copy the entire memory and then redo it as one input, then I'm back to 1 out of X amount of memory input. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So like every so often I'll kind of go through and I have some ones at the bottom that just stay separate, like use PS in every email because that's one that I always make sure that it does. Use a PS in every email. Always end my emails with this. But yeah, majority of my memory is just built onto one another and then re-inputted back into it.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah, great question, Mike.
Good stuff. Nora, do you want to? Can we hear you, Nora?
Yes,
muted?
can you hear me?
Yeah, there you go.
Hi, Nick. I'm curious about the certification you're talking about. Like, where can I find some information about this?
Yeah, so if you go to our website, it's just www.crem.ai. You can find out just more about our company and what we do. Here, let me get you the hyperlinked version. Yeah, so like on there, you can learn about our company, our different programs. We have free resources, and it can walk you through. There you go. That link is there in the chat, and you can learn a little bit more about what we do in our certification. Our main goal is just to help you make the transition to an AI-powered business and to also use this phrase. And I love this phrase when you can use it on your listing. Every other agent who walks in the door will be a traditional real estate agent. I'm an AI certified agent. Let me show you exactly what we do differently. right? So it's literally everybody else, me, right? And money moves towards difference. So we teach you how to
I
do
love
that.
it. Thank you.
Yeah. It'll definitely help you stand apart. I mean, just even that line right there, to be able to say that when you walk in the door, meet with a buyer or seller, your marketing pieces and stuff, it will set you apart because it's such a thing right now. Everybody out there knows they've heard of AI, but most of them are like either afraid of it, they don't know what it's doing. But when it comes to selling your house or helping you buy a house, like here's how we're going to be able to help you. Here's what makes me stand apart, makes me different. Okay, I need to hire you, Nora. You're the one we want to work with. I mean, that's what it can do. Some big ways. Really set
Awesome.
you apart. And really truly give you great tools. I mean, that's the thing. You're just going to have so many more tools. I mean, and go back through our previous AI trainings we've had with Nick. I mean, my listing buddy, that's awesome on Chat GPT. So good. All the marketing it'll do for your listings, all the different things. I mean, oh my goodness, it's so good. So
I'm gonna throw this out
Thank
here.
you.
You guys were asking about it. If you guys are someone who's like, I like all this stuff, but I'd rather have somebody do it for me, we do have that program too. So I threw that in the chat where it's like, I like all this, but can someone just do all this for me and stay up to date with AI and learn all these different things? Well, we have that program for you too.
there you go. Cool.
Guys, anything else? Questions, comments, excitement? Let me hear from my man, Sean. What's going on, Sean?
Well, I'm definitely that person as well. I've got the VA through you guys and awesome. Yeah, so he's up to date. I'm assuming you do train those guys the exact same way you're training us, but even more detailed.
Oh yeah, they get more detailed and they're learning some really cool shit right now too, like how to create AI tools for you, like create your own neighborhood matchmaker tool using AI. So they're learning like how to recreate different tools and things as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it's exciting. And then we got Sean number 2 on the call. What's up? I don't know your last name, but it says Sean and Blanca.
How's it going, guys?
Yeah, Sean, questions, comments, statement. What do you got for us?
So how about I think agents, we need to have some type of something to offer. So you're saying when they download that, you're gonna give them an like a PD, or what you said, a Google Doc, just with some tips.
Yeah,
Do you guys do anything of value for your buyers? Let's say you're trying to get a new buyer. Do you guys ever do any things of value? Something outside the box?
So if you want to do something outside the box, all right. So something outside the box. Let me see if this is in my everyday AI. So, Nick, I'm going to this. Give me 1 second.
I've got an example too of some of the things we do just to get people's attention, because people are greedy. If they don't know you, it's a little bit different than like talking to your own, your sphere of influence, your past clients. So we do a few things that I think it works pretty good for us. So if you guys don't mind, I can share.
Yeah, please.
So okay, I'll just share my screen if I'm able to here. Just working on one of my so I got 2 screens going on. Do you guys see my blank screen, or you guys see my
You see it? Get up to 32,000 down payment
Okay.
assistance. Yep.
Yeah, this is just my buyer. Someone mentioned a buyer guide, and this is our buyer guide, but we don't make it all about just go through the process. We actually give some like people want money. They want to know there's a new program out where I just learned about this today. They can get $32,000 in home buying assistance for the down payment. There are some tools, resources, and links. But for our team, we know where to go buy stuff at dealer cost. So we actually, for our clients, we know how to get windows at cost, electronics, appliances, furnace and AC. We know how to get these things at cost. So our clients, it's kind of like a rewards program. And then also we do really kick-ass closing gifts. So when people buy a house with us, they get to choose between a bunch of different stuff. So we put all this into our buyer guide, and then when they work with us, they know they're starting to, it's not just like, oh, I'm a great realtor. They get a lot of extra cool things that they can use when they buy a house, but also they can use moving forward if they remain our preferred kind of like clients. So this is something that we do. And I think that everyone should have something, like when you go to a restaurant and they give you like like that bread or they give you like a free little dessert at the end, like everybody remembers that. So as agents, I always want people to have think outside the box and see if you can give something that makes sense for your market. Anyway,
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah, where did you go, Sean? Obviously, every market might be different, but you said all those different things that you can help them get at cost. Where did you go exactly?
So
get-
I started my own LLC a bunch of years ago, because I hate paying retail for my own house, right? So I started my own LLC, and I'm essentially a home renovation company. I just sign up with vendors that sell windows, electronics, just like a contractor would. I sign up with these vendors, and I have an account with these vendors where the public can't buy here, but I can, and other contractors can.
Is it because of pure volume why they're doing that for you?
No, it's just because I have a business. I have an LLC.
Interesting.
So yeah, I go to this window company that they're just a distributor, and I'm like, okay, my LLC, I just want to sign up to get access to sell your products, and they just think I'm a window company or a renovation company, and they're like, yeah, here's the form, fill it out, send it in, and I get approved for them. So
Cool.
like, I think I saved my last client, who's a good friend of mine. He was going to get like 10 windows on his house, and I think they were going to charge him like $28,000, or I think it was maybe only like 8 windows. I think I got those windows for like 12 grand. So I saved him a boatload of money. I marked it up just enough to cover my costs, so I marked it up like $1,000, but I saved him like over 10 grand.
Wow,
Of course, it's a little bit more work, to have this, but why would anyone come back over and over and choose you over the years when they can just go get another agent? Because that's what most people do.
Sean, what's your last name?
Shell Smith. So we go by Sean and Blanca because my last name is so horrible.
Shell Smith?
Shell Smith, SCHELLSMIDT. But if you look up Sean and Blanca, my wife's name, that's how we go by.
Gotcha.
It almost seemed like you had to think how to spell it for a second. That's why you do Sean and Blanca.
I have to just say it slowly. Otherwise, people say swear words when they say
Where are you at, Sean? What market are you in?
Minneapolis, Dallas, and we also sell in Mexico now.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Good for you. Toy was asking if we could get a copy of that buyer guide. Would you be able to share one with us in the comments here?
Yep.
That's awesome.
I published it into a little Canva website, actually. So I'll put that in the chat.
Put that in. I might be giving you a call because honestly, like just with what you just shared right there, we could do an hour-long training on you with some of that kind of stuff if you'd be open to doing that with our group.
Yeah.
Seriously, like do a whole hour on just even like a buyer guide like that. Just again, ways to make yourself stand out. Combine that. I mean, again, take that with all the stuff we just learned today with Nick, and ways to get those leads, to get a guide like that out, or whatever you want to get out. Make it one of the things that you get out to people. I mean, Kimberly, you're talking about your buyer guide. I mean, it's just I don't know. There's so many ways to just take this stuff, and rather than just give it all out there, you post your buyer guide, everybody gets your buyer guide. That does nothing for you in terms of bringing in business. I mean, you'll connect with some people, but you want to get the lead,
Yeah. People want something of value, guys. They don't remember us just because we're nice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For
So
sure.
I put it in the chat. So that link's right there for everybody.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. And what I'll do, guys, with all these links, I've been trying to do this when we post this up into the workplace group and on the YouTube channel, is try and take all these links every week that we're hearing about, different things like this, and putting them in the comments. So, if you go back to past trainings and stuff, we're trying to put all that in there so it's easy to find, because obviously when you hear the recording, you don't get any of this kind of stuff. So I'll make sure all these links that we talked about today are in the recording. In the comments, you'll see those there. That'll be posted probably tomorrow, this recording here. So, great stuff. Sean, thank you very much for sharing all that. Seriously.
No problem, guys.
Really, really good stuff. Any other comments, questions, thoughts? Good stuff today. Very practical stuff. Ways to go pick up some business.
Got a webinar to go run, Jeff. You got to hop off here as well.
I've got a webinar to go to. Yes, I've got about 75, I don't know, 80 people registered for a webinar that starts in 9 minutes. So
I'm one of them.
Are you? Oh, that's right. Andy's gonna be. Oh shoot! I better be on my A game today. Andy's on there.
I just want to be on there to see what you're doing, bud.
Yeah, no, for sure, for sure. So, good deal. Any other thoughts, comments, questions? We got a few more minutes if we need to. If not, we'll wrap it up.
Yeah, quick note, going back to what Sean had mentioned with regards to that LLC. Real estate agents can do something similar with design stores like West Elm, Crate and Barrel, et cetera, et cetera. And then what Sean said, you simply get an LLC specifically in that industry. So home repair. And that's how you manage to get the wholesale prices. They may ask you for an EIN, so you always want to have that handy.
Nice. That's great to know. Jeez, I feel like a noob. I've been doing this for a long time. I didn't know any of that.
Exactly.
You're always a noob at something.
So
Wow.
guys, what
How
I'm
much-
doing with this program is I'm creating a membership, a free membership. This is not like pay, and my clients can get into our membership. They have to log in. They do have to rate us on Google and Zillow to be able to get in here and close a deal with us, but then they get access to our program. And so it's like a more of an exclusivity. So I'm building that out on my website, and I'm just going to be adding all my clients who I like. This is only going to be for people who I like and who I want to work with and like offer my discount to. Because it's not just it's my contacts, all my trusted partners, my discounts, all of our private events that we do. Like we're going to host a boat cruise on Lake Minnetonka this summer. So all my APE clients are going to be invited. And it's time that agents take the ownership of all the value that we have and package it better, because all we're doing is giving out free leads and like not making people understand all the connections that we have. So this is how we're doing it. And we're not, it's not fully built perfectly, but we've been doing it for about 10 years, and it's definitely helped us have like almost like a referral by only business.
Yeah.
So
Really good.
yes.
I might be giving you a call here soon. We'll dig into that a little deeper,
Yeah. Sounds good, man.
It'd be awesome. So, Nick, thank you very much, man.
Yes.
Appreciate it. As always, we will see you in April. Okay.
Thank you, Nick.
More stuff. Okay. And guys, if you do want to check out Nick's program, CREM.ai, you put the link in there. I'll have it in the comments as well tomorrow when we post this video, but definitely worth looking into his whole program. So really, really good stuff. Keep you up to date, and just goes much deeper than what we're doing right here. So anyway, guys, have a great day.
Thanks, Nick.
We'll see
Later.
you
Thank you.
tomorrow. Okay. Connect to collaborate. Same time, same Zoom link. Just open mastermind. We'll talk about all this stuff. All right. We'll see you then. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.